Good evening and thanks for joining us. I'm Paula Akana. Laura Yamada has the night off. For the second time in less than a year, the University of Hawaii has some explaining to do about a security breach. In tonight's top story, KITV4's Catherine Cruz reports on who the security breach affects and why it's taken almost a month and a half to disclose what happened.
Well, you know, Paula, UH officials just sent out letters yesterday, so you might be one of about 2,000 people getting a notice in the mail.
The word about the security breach went out today to all KCC students and staff. It was not welcoming news to this first-year student on hand for orientation.
It's scary because someone could be using your credit card and you don't even know.
Somewhere at the Diamond Head campus is a locked storage area where sensitive financial files are kept until they can be destroyed. On July 1st, a worker who went into the area noticed that boxes weren't in their proper order, but with no sign of forced entry.
It was initially thought they probably had been misplaced. It didn't look like a theft, so the campus started its own investigation.
When the boxes couldn't be found, KCC called in police and a private investigator. So while it was only July 1st that a worker noticed that the boxes were missing, there's no way of telling how long they'd been unaccounted for. Officials say documents were stored in cardboard boxes similar to these. The files contain names, addresses, social security numbers, and/or credit card numbers. So who's affected? About 2,000 people who made a transaction with credit card between February and November of 2010 for non-credit classes, a request for transcripts, or payment of non-resident fees. The university has set up a website for information about credit monitoring and links on how consumers can protect themselves. The decision was made last week to finally go public with the problem.
In an abundance of caution, they decided to notify every person so they could watch their own credit account and notify us if there were any strange happenings.
UH has been reviewing its security procedures to prevent the disappearance of any more files.
Now, the University of Hawaii was sued last year for an online breach of information involving tens of thousands of former students. Talks to settle that lawsuit are now underway. Back to you, Paula.
All right.